ADD moment yet to come. But okay, Jackie Chan, I think ended up with such a bad drinking problem that he stopped doing North American movies. Did you say that on a couple of weeks ago? He's doing Indian movies now?
But that's fascinating. He's definitely doing Indian movies. Well, Chinese and China and India are almost the same goddamn country when it comes to so many things. I mean, they share that border. And seriously, I know it sounds bad, but in that border area, it's amazing. Like, you would not be able to tell an Indian Chinese from a Chinese Indian. Like, you would never be able to tell the difference until they start talking, right? But so he's doing Chinese movies based in India or some sort of Bollywood Chinese fusion type thing. He's really into that stuff. He's got a whole Teach Your Kids Hindi series.
In 2015, Forbes estimated his net worth as the most recognized star in the world. They said he's the second highest paid actor in the world, Jackie Chan.
I'd believe it.
You're
Bollywood
kidding.
movies make a bank.
Who's the first?
I would never...
Highest paid actor in the world? The Rock.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't even have a guess. I'm going to say... Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. I'm thinking... Who? One of those... Okay, it's got to be one of the generic... like the white guys with the scruffy goatees that all look the same.
Oh, like a Clooney kind of thing, you mean?
Or like a...
No, younger. There's like this whole...
Bradley Cooper.
Right. Like there's this whole crop of guys that look the same. They have short hair and a goatee.
Yeah.
And they have that sort of hipster look, but they're all... What was his name who did Blade Runner?
I think it would be Brad or Ryan, except that Brad went indie. Like, he started doing his own projects and stuff like that.
All right. Then
He started funding himself. But you're right. It's Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
It is.
I knew it. I knew it. He's in every movie. That's why.
Oh my God. Between June 2018 and 2019, he made $90 million.
Remember when he did The Tooth Fairy?
No.
Oh.
How did
we miss that?
How did the Tooth Fairy feel about that?
I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, I can't think of a bad Rock movie off the top of my head. And then you just bust out with Tooth Fairy.
Exactly.
I watched this. What's the series? Ballers that he's doing, right?
Yeah,
and that's it'd been on forever.
Yeah.
I watched half the first season and I thought it's pretty good, but it wasn't. It was on. It was right. It was basketball entourage.
Football entourage.
Football. Yeah, whatever.
I watched the first season.
That show was so good.
I didn't keep up, and then there's like 6 seasons now or something like that.
I don't know. I can't quite get back to it.
Now they're not doing football. They're managing video gamers.
I had my
ADD season's all about.
I didn't write it down.
Of course they are.
Where did you bookmark?
They run out of stuff to write about, right? It's
It's whatever's trendy right now,
girls
right?
pregnant, not last 6 months.
Yeah, and now it's out that like jocks actually play video games, so they're all losers.
Nobody does.
Now we're back to James Bond and Roger Moore again.
Oh yeah,
he was not like Roger Moore as James Bond,
and he was in Cannonball Run as well.
He was in, yes. What was he in where he kept introducing himself? Roger Moore. And everyone would look at him like, yeah, so who gives a shit?
That was his gig, right? That nobody cared.
Moore.
Yeah, nobody cared, and he kept saying he wanted people to know who he was. It was very early Ricky Gervais style comedy, actually, if you think about that.
And I had this comment that may or may not have been interesting. It was like an ADD thing, but then I thought, no, this top 10, whatever you were doing, who's still alive or who's making the most money, and I thought, I'll just hold on to it, and I didn't write it down.
Oh, no.
Where were we? What's that top 10 list you were doing? You can tell I didn't take my medicine.
We were doing a top 10?
Well, you were doing a list of who was still alive, and then you were doing who's the top grossing.
Oh, who's the highest paid actor, and then we found it's The Rock.
Then I think it was like, which was the least interesting topic was the top 10.
Could be.
Yeah.
And that's definitely mine is at the top of the top 10. Fine, screw you.
Blind, baby. Blind from the facts. Oh, y'all, 'cause you're watching that garbage.
So, just in case you didn't know yet, you are listening to Latindian Style, the podcast. And I'm your host, Anand Bhatt, tu Latindio. So keep listening, we're going to have some fun. Hey, so don't forget to also check out the What Were We Thinking podcast, where Earl, McDowell, Kayla, and I rip it up on all sorts of issues. It's another fun podcast to listen to. Check it out.
Stop getting high before we decide to what we're going to watch, because otherwise it's a guaranteed half hour of flipping through trailers going, I don't know. It's down to last night. It was down to the new Lion King, which looks super real. It's actually kind of spooky how real it looks. It was the Lion King, the first Marvel Spider-Man, and what I'm just checking to see what it was. There's a Fast and the Furious that's out now.
Oh yeah, Fast 8.
Yeah, but it has pretty good actually.
It looks really good, but it has
it's pretty good.
Absolutely nothing to do with anything Fast and the Furious.
No.
Yeah, that's the best part about it, actually.
What's it called? Something and of course it's got a name you can't remember. Something in
Hobbs and Shaw.
Right.
Oh, right. Yeah, I saw that in theater.
It's fucking great. It's like a good rock Jason Statham movie without having, to worry about car thieves.
It's super unrealistic.
Isn't it called Franchised and Forgettable, I think is what it's called.
The Rock is basically a superhero in that movie.
Have any of you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, dude, it's great. It hits all the spots of a nice action movie that you just want to watch and detach from the real world.
If you're getting high, it's definitely a good one.
It hits all those spots.
Does it have anything
it's funny,
to do?
There's dick jokes. There's action scenes. That's all you need.
But did it have anything to do with the Fast and the Furious?
No.
Beginning?
Yeah, those two are characters.
Yeah, they're
characters from those, but that's it.
They have their own tension that is you find out in the Fast and Furious, but it's not really known. You just know they hate each other and they got to work together now.
Right.
Yeah, I got to check it out. It looks like there's a lot of explosions and shooting and punching and But I'm so again, old that I think of the Fast and the Furious as Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
And if there's no Vin Diesel,
then it's not.
I don't understand how it's the Fast and the Furious.
I only know Fast and Furious as that franchise with that actor who got killed in a car crash.
Paul Walker. Right. He was my first crush. Loved him.
What was who's the girl too? She's she's in all the Robert Rodriguez movies. And Machete and Sin City and
what's her name?
She was on Lost. She was a helicopter pilot on Lost.
I
don't know. I want to get back to Kayla's first crush.
Paul Walker.
Who is that?
He was the guy from Fast and Furious. He played Brian.
Oh, the cop.
Yeah, the good-looking bad boy cop.
Come on,
my first
he wasn't. Did you think he was a bad boy?
That was the whole thing. It was that he's a cop, but now he really likes to drive fast.
And he's conflicted, I suppose, because he likes the bad. And then he likes the bad guy.
Likes the girl, and it's but you're a cop.
So Paul Walker counts as a bad boy. That's the most clean cut.
He's very clean. To me, he came off very clean. But I think Kayla's
he was hot, man.
Kayla likes clean cut white guys.
All that matters. He was hot.
No, clean cut white guys don't count as bad boys by definition.
I really don't think they do. No.
He's not actually. But it's kind of supposed to be he's walking the line between the law and.
All right, so I gotta ask you. So is an accountant cheating on his taxes?
It's the hottest thing ever, man. Right. Tax evasion? Sign me up.
He's a Starbucks barista sneaking a bag of coffee beans out of the...
If he's got good hair and muscles, and he's got a ricer. Do they still call them ricers? I don't know. That's probably horribly politically incorrect.
I don't even know her.
What is a ricer?
I thought, when you take these...
All right. Now, as usual, please do check out my artist profile on Spotify. Follow and let me know what you think. I look forward to hanging out with you again. Love you guys.